Hello everyone, my name is Subhashish Roy. I'm the Senior Network Analyst at the Indian Cybersecurity Solution, and I welcome you all to this special webinar on AWS Big Data Solution. We'll discuss what about the database solutions that AWS has, and using the S3 bucket, simple storage service, also the Athena, Redshift, and more, like the databases like the DynamoDB and MongoDB. All these are the databases that the AWS has. So what is a database and how the AWS leverages a part of the database? All these things we'll discuss here. So let's begin. So we'll discuss how to optimize the big data management with AWS. How this database management system, this relational database system, RDS, actually manage your data, actually keep your data in the AWS cloud. So what is a big data management? So in today's digital landscape, now big data, now it was a Hadoop database or any such database. This has definitely it has playing a crucial role in decision making. Now we'll explore how AWS services like S3, simple storage service, S3 bucket that we use to store the data. Yes, that is not a formal database you can say, but there also we can store the data. The Athena, Redshift, all these databases can optimize the data management. So definitely we'll delve into their features, benefits, and best practices for effective data management. So what is the Amazon S3? Simple storage service. It is a scalable object storage service that allows anybody to store and retrieve any amount of data. So there you can have the buckets. You can create the buckets in the S3 and you can store a large amount of data there. And it offers high durability and availability, and it makes it ideal for big data workloads. So there you can store some data, large volume of data in the S3 bucket, as well as you can have the static website hosting. So you can host the static website content also there in the S3 bucket. And definitely we'll explore how S3's features can enhance your data storage strategy. What are the key features of S3 bucket? Now, S3 provides features like versioning, encryption, and lifecycle policies to manage data effectively. It means that, say, versioning means, say, you have uploaded the data now. Say this is now 3 p.m. And now after 3 or 5 p.m., after 5 minutes from now, you upload the same data again. So that creates another version. So previous was version 1, now it is version 2 this way. Now, definitely these capabilities ensure data integrity, security, and cost management. Now, definitely you should retrieve the data according to that time and date. According to the timestamp, you can retrieve the data. So that is the versioning. By default, the versioning is disabled, but you have to enable it, allowing business to optimize the cloud storage solutions effectively. Now, next is AWS Athena. Athena, it is an interactive query service. It's like a SQL query, SQL query that makes it easy to analyze your data in S3 bucket using standard SQL statements. With definitely known infrastructure to manage because everything is serverless here. We are considering everything serverless means everything is running on the cloud itself, not on the on-premise server. Now, Athena allows for quick data analysis, so enabling business to gain definitely some valuable insights without the complexity of traditional databases. So nowadays, the traditional database that is run on your server, you have a front end, and at the back end, the database is running, and you are connecting to the back end database. That concept is totally gone. So everything is serverless, everything is running on the cloud. So that is non-traditional approach now. What is the benefits of using the this Athena? Offers pay per query pricing, like allowing business to only pay for the queries that they run. So definitely you do not have to pay for the entire time. Say you are not running any query, you do not have to pay anything. It supports various data formats and provides flexibility in data analysis. Also, the service empowers organizations to make data driven decisions swiftly and definitely efficiently. Now, introduction to AWS say Redshift, or this is another database. So Redshift, this is a fully managed data warehouse service that actually enables fast query performance for large data sets. So whenever you are going to perform database management, if you are a database management and you are managing and you are creating the databases, so there you need this Redshift database, and you are retrieving some data, you are storing some data for that, and there are large data sets there. By using, say, columnar storage and parallel processing power, now Redshift significantly it enhances data analysis capabilities. So these are the different type of databases that I have been talking about, and this definitely gives an immense power and ability to manage your data. Redshift provides features like automatic scaling, now like auto scaling of the S3 instance or any such thing, then data compression, and also the high availability. Always it is available because there is like the cluster like situation is there. So there are many databases running together. So if one node fails, then definitely the data can be retrieved from the other node. These features ensure that your data warehouse performs optimally. It is always available, allowing for efficient data storage and fast query execution. It is very crucial for timely business insights. Now you have to integrate S3, Athena, and Redshift, and it creates all powerful data ecosystem. Now, data can be definitely ingested into S3. It can be uploaded into S3. It can be queried with Athena database and analyzed in Redshift. So these are different type of things that should be used together. It is not that you are only using S3 or only using Athena or only using Redshift or other databases. It is all the framework that works, providing a seamless workflow or the framework for big data management and insights generation. To optimize big data management, you have to implement best practices such as data governance, security measures, and cost management strategies. All these things should be there. And you have to regularly review architecture to ensure it meets evolving business needs and leverage AWS capabilities. So these things together make a good AWS framework effective. Now, real world use cases, you use numerous organizations that leverage AWS services for big data management from financial analytics. So, what is the purpose that is used for? For financial management, financial analytics to healthcare insights, these tools absolutely facilitate data driven strategies and enhances operational efficiency and drive innovation across many industries. So definitely you have the AI integration also here. As the technology evolves, you have the AI integration, real-time analytics, and also serverless architectures. All these things play a crucial role in this database management, and it will shape the future of big data management. Now, staying informed about these trends will help organizations maintain a definitely a competitive edge in their data strategies. So we can coming to the conclusion that optimizing this big data management system, this data management, and managing these warehouses with AWS services like S3, Athena, and Redshift is absolutely crucial for organizations aiming to harness the power of their data. And by implementing these best practices and leveraging these tools, now businesses can achieve significant insights, significant performance, and it can drive growth. So this is the theory behind this data management in AWS. And now I can take you to this AWS console that you can see here, and you can search for, say, the S3. There's a scalable storage in the cloud in the serverless computing. And if you click on the S3, there is no such bucket is the default bucket that is created. We can create a new bucket here. So it should be the general purpose, say for example, and the bucket name. And ACL should be enabled. Otherwise, you cannot access the documents that is there in the bucket. So there you have this block public access setting. You just uncheck it. Otherwise, publicly, anonymously, bucket contents cannot be accessed. and you acknowledge that the current setting might result in buckets and objects within becoming public. So you acknowledge that yes, you know that. You enable the bucket versioning here. You can enable it later also. So bucket versioning should be enabled there. And I'm not going for any encryption or other advanced settings here. Just click on create bucket. So this is your bucket, and you upload any object, add files or folders, and say I am adding this lambda function there, and click on upload. So it has succeeded. Now just go back to the bucket destination, and you can see that the version tab is there. You have to enable it, you have to switch on that, otherwise it will not show. So this is a version ID. So this is uploaded there, and you can upload, say this is the time 3:15, and again you can upload the same document. So there you go, you just switch on the version, and you see another version, say it is 3:16. So there you are. So you have uploaded the documents many times, and you can see these two versions there. And now you can select any one of them, and you can go to the actions, and also you can select make public using ACL, make public, so that you can actually access this document lambda.txt, and here you copy the URL and you just paste that. You can see that you can see the document, that is you can retrieve the document. It is like a database also, like you are saving the information, you are saving the content in the S3 bucket, and you are retrieving, say, this lambda function there. So this is a part of the S3 bucket. And also if you search for any Athena or any database, there also this serverless interactive service. This is related to SQL query. So you can launch your SQL query there. Definitely you have to be familiar with the SQL statements there. And this is for only managing the SQL or the NoSQL databases there. You have to select the data source, the catalog, the tables, many things are there. So for the database management, you have to use this database for SQL query, for retrieving and storing the SQL queries. Use this Athena, and also Redshift. If you search for that, so this is related to that fully managed Red Hat OpenShift services for AWS. Is related to the Red Hat management. That is a Linux one. So there you can have the service level agreements there, and you can continue to Red Hat. So this is totally managed by Red Hat, and definitely your account should be linked to the Red Hat. So now this is not done for free. So you have to enable that that partnership with the Red Hat here actually, because it is totally dependent on your Red Hat servers there. So this is the Redshift. That is why it is known as Redshift with the Red Hat environment. Again, you have the AWS own DynamoDB database. You search for the DynamoDB. There is a NoSQL database there. And there it is a NoSQL database, and you can create any table there. You can store the data, you can retrieve the data, you can enter the name of the table, you can also create the primary key, that is the partition key there. You can also store the data with the string, number, or binary values is the data type. So you can create the table, you can create the table with any name, And also you can actually store some data there. Say you can create a table name, it says 123, and you can give any partition key, any name. Say I'm giving unique partition key to store the string value, and you can just create the table, and later you can add the different type of columns here. So this table is created, it's creating the table, and so there you are having other options also to back up or to export these tables data to the S3 bucket. So many options are there. So it is active. So you click on this, you can see this is our this NoSQL database, that is a DynamoDB table, and there is no such item there. So if you click on the explore table items, it will return the 0. There is no such items there. So definitely you have to populate the table. You have to just enter the information the database is there in the table itself. So this is about the total the database management, the software management part of the AWS, and also there you can take the backup of this table, the databases. So every feature is there for your database management. And also you can export the contents also to the S3 bucket. So there are many features as you can see in the database management, and this is about the big data management options that you are having in the AWS environment. And these are the options that I've shown you in the database management, right? Starting from the S3 bucket, where you are having the S3 and you are storing the data, and I've shown you how to change the permission in the S3 level, how to upload the data, how to actually enable the versioning. And there, if you are storing the data according to different versions, then you can retrieve the data according to different timestamps, because every time that in the database you are seeing the data is being modified, data is not constant. So say for example, for any database, any reservation system, railway reservation system for instance, so every time there is modification. So in the table many modifications are being done, so you cannot say that that is static. So even if it's a website there, everybody is reserving their seats, say for cinema, for railway, for air tickets. So every time that is updating. So there you can see it is very evolving technology there in the S3 bucket. That is a versioning. Even in the DynamoDB database or some other database like Athena, also you have to store the data and also retrieve the data as it is required. So this database management is very important for your cloud, and also this is very secure, as security is paramount to the cloud. So not only you have to migrate and store data in the cloud, but you have to make sure that you manage the data wisely. This database management system should be there to store your data in a good framework, in wise manner, and also professionally, and also to retrieve the data securely. So that is the point in this big data management. So I've shown you all the options there, and I hope that you have understood the options and you can also implement it in your infrastructure. And also, I hope that it will help you in your studies for the AWS Solution Architect Associate and other certifications as well. So that is about the options for the AWS Big Data Solutions that I have discussed today. And I thank you all for joining and viewing this webinar again. I'll come with some new topic next time. Till then, bye.